Afternoon and a heartiest welcome to another episode of Meet My Gems, an innovative and interactive session conducted by our esteemed Sir Dr. Prem Kumar Agarwal. Sir was an aspirant of West Bengal Judicial Service Examination in the year 1999 and secured a top rank in that examination. He chose the upstanding profession of teaching as his passion for teaching guided him to resign from the judicial service and join the wonderful cause. He is currently the head of the postgraduate department of law of Hooghly Mohsin College. Formerly, he has also uh, served as a faculty of NUJS, Kolkata. He is a visiting faculty of National Judicial Academy of Honorable Supreme Court and State Judicial Academy of Honorable High Court. There are plethora of students, teachers, and other persons from almost every other field related to law got benefited under his guidance. He has encouraged innumerable students who got to understand the ethos of law and its potential. Now, I would like to pass on to Sir to enlighten us with few words.
Good morning, Anudrita.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Chaiti. It's really a
Morning, sir.
joy for me to welcome one of the sparkling gems in Meet My Gem series today. She is Choiti Saran. Choiti has secured the 12th rank in West Bengal Judicial Service Examination 2020. Choiti had been a versatile genius. She is an accomplished painter. She has a fine arts Visharad degree from the relevant university. Choiti had secured a first position in the University of Calcutta in her batch. A remarkable achievement. She had a very consistently brilliant academic career throughout. And no wonder we are extremely proud of Choiti Saran. Apart from her achievements, in spite of her achievements rather, in academics and other fields, she is a very humble and submissive person as I have seen her. And she is always eager to help. And I am sure today also, by sharing her secret of success through the very interesting questions put by Anudrita, lot of aspirants of judicial service and other competitive services in the area of law, the aspirants will be immensely benefited. Congratulations, Choiti, once more for your achievement.
Thank you, sir.
Anudrita, you may begin now.
Thank you, sir. Welcome, madam. Now,
Thank you.
you have secured a wonderful rank, and we, on behalf of other judicial aspirant, I want to congratulate you on your wonderful success.
Thank you so
Congratulations.
much. Thank
Ma'am,
you.
can I proceed with the questions now?
Yes, sure.
Okay. So my maiden question will be how life changes after becoming a judicial officer, as it is a huge achievement and also a huge responsibility in one's shoulder.
Yes. So after getting the result with my father cried in happiness for my this success. That tear of joy was the most important achievement for me. Otherwise, yes, it is a achievement obviously, but I think it's just a beginning of my career. So a lot more to achieve.
Thank you, ma'am. So my next question will be, from when do you wanted to become a judge, and which person and incidents inspired you to follow this path?
Okay, so when I joined my law school, my father told me that he wants to see me in such a prestigious position, and after that, I chose this path as a career. And from the my law school, I decided that I will go in this service. I will try to go in this service.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. So, ma'am, we all heard that a good teacher explains, but a great teacher inspires us. In that context, tell us about the role of a mentor in your journey of becoming a judicial officer.
Okay, so my mentor was Dr. Kumar Agarwal sir, and he was my friend, philosopher, and guide. I think he was my guiding star throughout my journey. Here, I want to share one thing. One day, when I was depressed, I asked sir, "What shall I do? What should I do?" And then sir said a lyrics or a quote from Gito Bitan, and that struck me the most, and that was আপনা মাঝে শক্তি ধরো নিজেরে করো জয়, and this was the main uh, what I can say, this was the main reason.
It was inspiring for you.
Yes, yes,
It was a
it
great
inspired me
start
a
you
lot.
did.
Yes, yes.
Well, well began is half done. So my question is, when did you start your preparation for this exam?
I started it mainly in the middle of 2019, and in 2019 I also cleared the Tripura Judicial Service preliminary, but then unfortunately it clashed with my LLM first year exam, so I couldn't write the main exam.
Okay, that is a great achievement that you said right now. We all will try to inspire from what you said.
Thank you.
So now we will move towards the questions related to preparation part and its strategy. This question will be related to optional subjects. Which thing one need to consider when choosing his optional subject? And kindly let us know what were the three optional subjects you chose and rationale or logic behind the choice.
So in optional, I had Muslim law, Hindu law, and Limitation Act. All these were my favorite subject during my LLB times. And Muslim law and limitation is a very scoring as well as a very precise subject. I think so. So I think one should choose those subjects in which he has or he or she has the concept is clear and very scoring. That's it.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Enlighten us about the books, barracks, and the study materials for different subjects.
Okay. So Barak is a must thing. Sir always advised me that we should imbibe the every section, every key points of the Barak, and without this Barak last 15-year questions, and I follow the that thing that less resources but more revision. That is the key point of my success. That was the key point of my success. I think so.
So I guess after seeing the video, all the judicial aspirant will remember the tip to revise it a lot. So
Thank
we
you.
all heard a popular tagline, পড়তে হয় না হলে পিছিয়ে পড়তে হয়. Means one need to study or else he will fall behind. So we want to know from you that how much time one need to devote to prepare for the exam, and how was your daily schedule in various stages of preparation and for different subjects.
So actually, when I start preparing and I couldn't give much time, and I had to give some time for my LLM also. And without this, during the lockdown period, I tried to increase my time, and because it was a really huge syllabus, so I tried to finish the syllabus at first, and I always prefer to the evening study and till the late night.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. My next question will be strategy for compulsory subjects like tort, contract, and how to deal with vast subjects like CPC, CRPC, IPC, and evidence.
Okay, so it's really all the subjects are very vast. I tried to finish the BERECT first, at least for the procedural subject like CPC, CRPC, IPC, and after finishing the BERECT, I tried to follow some books like for CPC it was Takwani and for IPC it was KD Gore, Batuklal for evidence. That's it, but I mainly focused on the Bear Act only.
So we all will try to go through the barracks as well, and we will follow your path in this matter. So my next question, how to prepare original notes and how often one needs to practice answer writing?
Okay, so I think original notes is a must thing because everyone knows the law more or less. So that will be the same point for everyone. But you need to write something different way that will make you different from others. So in that case, original notes is very necessary. But I didn't make such note or like lengthy notes. I tried to make short notes with some section, case laws, illustration, and I mean, what should I write in the time of my examination?
Yes, so you prepared a very comprehensive note that indeed helped you a lot.
Yes.
Okay, so current affairs play a very important role in this examination. So my next question will be regarding to the current affairs. So what was your strategy for prelims current affairs?
Okay, so the GK and current affairs is a vast thing. Like everything around you is GK and current affairs. So I didn't give much time on this subject. Basically, I tried to focus only on my law paper. But yes, beside this, I followed three things. That is two newspapers, one English and one Bengali. And without this, Civil Service Chronicle. And luckily, I got the Civil Service Chronicles yearbook at the last moment. That helps me a lot. Otherwise, this for Bengali, I follow the achievers that also follow the syllabus of WBCS examination.
Okay, ma'am. So what was your strategy for language papers like English essays?
Okay, so for English Bengali also, I didn't prepare a lot. After my preliminary exam, I mean those time between the preliminary and the mains exam, practiced I practice writing, and one thing that is there are some common topic for GK, English and Bengali. Like if you read the National Education Policy, for example, or anything relating to COVID, I think that will helps you for the all three subject. Like for English is English essay, Bengali Rachana, and GK that is 12 and yes, 12 and 5 marks. We have to write it for 4 question in the mains, and that's it.
So my next question is asked by one of my batchmate. So I want to put it on behalf of her. We got only 3 hours for a paper. And in that context of time management, how much importance should be given to or at what portion the various ingredients such as historical evaluation, sections, explanations, illustrations, case law must be reflected in the answer pattern for 5 marks, 10 marks, and 20 marks questions.
Okay, so during my time, it was a very lengthy question. So time management was very important. What I did is I used to divide my time for the every question. Like for 5 marks, I have to give 10 minutes or like this. And I follow the pattern at first introduction and a short introduction obviously, and then the main section, exact direct language is not necessary, but your conception must be clear, and then illustration, and then in the explanation part, uh, like essential, like conditions, and after that my observation or any conclusion. I generally followed this pattern for my answer writing for the mains exam.
Okay. So, my next question will be from an aspirant's point of view. As an aspirant, what should we do between that 1 month time, that prelims and mains?
Okay, so that is the most crucial time. But in that time, you should only revise, no new thing. And I divided the time with the number of subject. Like we had 13 subject, and I got almost 2 months. So I divided the 13 subject with the this 2 months period, and I follow that routine, that like for limitation 10 days or for CRPC 5 days, like this.
Okay, ma'am. So, what an aspirant should be doing in the time between the two main papers on the exam day?
Okay, so it is the main crucial part, and at first one should forget about the first exam, what has gone, and after that take some food, hydrate yourself, and then after you, if you get any time, revise your own notes or any book or barrack, whatever you like to prefer.
Okay, ma'am. So, we will definitely take this as a tip. It is important as well. Now, we would like to know whether having a court practice experience gives the aspirant an advantage or it doesn't make any difference.
So I also had a doubt in this question during my preparation time, but I don't have any practice experience. So I think this is not necessary, because because they will not judge your because they will judge your only bookish knowledge or the enacted provisions. Uh, so I think practice is not necessary to crack this exam.
Okay, ma'am. So, in the meantime, many aspirants get confused and they take some other backup plans. So, have you kept any other backup plans or career plans such as LLM or code practice?
Yes, as I am currently pursuing LLM, I'm in second year. So my plan B was academics, and plan C was a practice.
Okay, ma'am. So, my next question, while preparing for West Bengal Judicial Service exam, were you also preparing for some other state judicial exams and other exams related to law?
Yes, as I told earlier that I sit for the Tripura Judicial Service. I also cleared the preliminary examination, but unfortunately I couldn't write the mains exam just because of my LLM first year exam. And just these two states, that is West Bengal and Tripura.
Mentor plays a very important role in our lives. So, tell us, whenever you felt low in the journey of becoming a judicial officer, how your mentor helped you by motivating and boosting your morale.
Okay, as I earlier said that that one line plays a very vital role, and whenever I was depressed, I was frustrated, as there was a COVID and a long uh, lockdown period. So I used to follow said that line, that is apna মাঝে শক্তি ধরো নিজেরে করো জয় of Gito Bitan. And sir always supported me like a friend, like a guardian, like my parents. And what I say, everything is very little before sir.
So his role has been really crucial for
Yes,
you.
yes.
Okay. So failure is not the opposite of success, but it is a part of success. So in this context, how to cope up with failure and how to overcome the fear of to try again.
So, see, we all are human beings and human do mistakes. So it's okay. You shouldn't give up. Your dream should be bigger than your failure. So I will advise them that if you failed, please try to, uh, please do not quit up your preparation for the examination. Chase your dream because it's really a prestigious post. So that's it.
So if in the first attempt we couldn't crack, we should keep on trying till the third attempt.
Yes, obviously.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. Now let's move on to another question. How to overcome the fear of speaking in an interview and the nervousness and the fact that there are a huge panel in the interview. So how to prepare on this platform?
Okay, so for interview, sir helped me a lot. Mock interview was very plays a very important played a very important role for me, and sir helps me. In that case, sir helps me a lot, and without this, I also try to practice by myself at my home also. So I think one should do the mock practicing and as well as the self practice at your home. It can be before mirror, it can be before your uh, any family member, whatever it may be.
Okay, ma'am. So, ma'am, please tell us about your experience of your interview, your overall experience regarding it.
Yes, so that was really authentic. The people are really very polite and very humble. I really enjoyed it, and it's not a. Sarah always used to say us that it's not a knowledge test, but they will see only. They will not judge you for the answer you have been given to them. They only judge you how you give your answer. So yes, they were so friendly, and it was like a group discussion, not an interview at all for me also.
So, the mock interviews indeed played a very pivotal role in your path.
Yes.
So, my next question, suppose you get a chance to travel back to your interview session again with the help of a time machine. Then, what would you want to do differently in your interview or don't want to do at all?
Yes, that is a question. That was a question relating to cricket, and it was like a reasoning, and it was very easy. But at that moment of time, I couldn't get, get them. PSC chairman sir has asked me that question, so I want to change that if I can get a time machine. But as you said,
So, did you get nervous at that point of time when you couldn't answer a question?
yes, at first I get confused and nervous also, and but sir helps me by uh, making a friendly environment.
Thank you, ma'am. We all know that we make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. In this light, how much satisfaction it brings to you while serving to the capacity of a judicial officer.
Sorry, I can't get your question.
How much satisfaction it brings to you while serving to the capacity of a judicial officer, and how a judicial officer can give back to the cause of the society.
Okay, so I think court is the temple of justice, and judge is the priest there, and they are the guardian of our society. So without this, I think the society will be obviously a chaotic one and guardianless, because And I think that's the main role of a judge in our society.
Your quote that the court is a temple is really a very inspiring quote.
Yes,
Now, to lighten up the mood, a quick rapid fire with you.
sure.
Okay. So my first question, you have to choose civil or criminal,
Criminal.
smart work or hard work,
Both. Smartly hard work.
wow, that's a very good answer. Books or handwritten notes,
Both. Books with handwritten notes.
physical classes or online classes.
Physical classes, obviously.
Yes, we all know with the going pandemic, but for now, online classes are the best.
Yes.
Seminars or webinars,
Seminars.
school or college,
Oh, tough question. School.
now, that was a tough question indeed.
Yes.
Age-old customs or modern trends,
Age-old tradition. Yes.
constitutional practice or criminal trials.
Constitutional practice. As I have a specialization in constitution in my LLM.
Oh, that must have helped you a lot in the
Yes.
judiciary. Physical court hearing or online court hearing,
Physical court trading.
service or practice.
Service.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. So this will be my last question. Anything you didn't like about the judicial service exam, or what changes you would like to see in the exam from an aspirant's point of view?
Yes. Okay. So before giving exam, I was also against the time schedule of the exam. But as it was so hectic because we had to write 8 hours in 3 days at a go. So it's really very tough. But after giving the exam, I understood that it gives a hint of your professional life because we all know it is very stressful, and so I think it is okay, and try to adjust yourself, and what do not try to want extra privilege. That's it.
Okay, ma'am. So thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing this glorious details with us. And I'm sure you
Welcome.
have really inspired a lot of aspirants, including me, and we will all try to follow your path. Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome. Thank
Now,
you
I
also.
want to thank Sir on behalf of all the judicial service aspirants to our respected and our beloved Dr. Sir Prem Kumar Agarwal. Sir, I can't thank you enough on behalf of all the judicial service aspirants. You have given us a wonderful opportunity to interact with this really gems of pure session. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Anutrita. Thank you, Choiti. So, towards
Thank
the
you,
end
sir.
of the interview, which I was meticulously enjoying, not only listening, a single phrase sums up the secret of success of this gold medalist of Calcutta University. And what was that? Can you guess? Doing hard work smartly. And I will add another word to that, consistently. And Choiti had been a consistent, hard-working student. And obviously, you will always have to keep in mind that just mere hard work, working on without any plan, without any vision, without any focus doesn't help. And by smart, he means that, isn't it, Choiti? By smart, you mean that? Yes. So, Choiti,
Yes, sir.
it was really a hilarious experience going through the conversation between Onudrita and Choiti. One is an aspirant and the other has cracked the examination brilliantly. We are proud of you, and I am sure that the painter you are in real life will also help you in painting, in drawing, wonderful judgments through your pen while you act as a judicial officer. So,
Thank you, sir.
Jyoti,
Keep me blessing.
yeah, my prayers and blessings are always with you all, which is my
Okay, sir.
tagline, you all know.
Yes.
So, I want to see all of you successful, and I'm sure that this interactive session will help the aspirants immensely. So, Onutrita, you may end the program with a vote of thanks to the viewers.
Thank you, sir. I would really like to thank Dr. Sir Prem Kumar Agarwal and Choiti Saran Madam, who has cracked the interview and all the judicial service, including the Tripura Judicial Service exam as previously with the glorious marks. Thank you, ma'am, for sharing all your details with us.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Anudrita, and best wishes for you.
Thank you, ma'am.